our panelists, and they're going to give you guys a brief summary of entrepreneurship and how they started their brands and things to do, things not to do. And they're also going to give you guys their 30-second elevator speech. I'm going to start over here with Miss Lakeisha Lee.
Great morning, everyone. I am so excited to be here. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here. Okay, so our mission is to prepare young queens for life, leadership, and legacy building through holistic education, and that includes financial literacy, career development, self-empowerment, and self-esteem building. Our vision, girl, if you don't slow down. Our vision is to provide young queens with the necessary tools to create and sustain their own realities, which is, for me, the heart of entrepreneurship. Thank you.
You were created to achieve your greatest self and to do it fearlessly. Good morning, ladies. I am so excited to be here. Thank you, Milan and UManagement for having me. I am Erica Johnson. If I didn't get to meet you, I look forward to meeting you following the panel discussion. I am the visionary founder of Fearless Girls Incorporated. Just want to shout out my co-founder, Vivica, who's here today. Fearless Girls Incorporated is a nonprofit organization and empowerment brand for young girls. We do a lot of community service as well as programs for the youth. We are just getting started, and I'm so excited to be here, and I look forward to sharing more as we continue our dialogue. Thank you.
Success doesn't exist without you. I am Milan Mobley, the CEO and founder and senior publicist of UManagement LLC. UManagement LLC is an entertainment public relations agency located in the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area, mostly the Maryland area, but we do have clients in Atlanta, North Carolina, Cali, and of course here. UManagement is a publicity agency, as I stated. Most people get management and publicity confused. Our job as public relations practitioners is to generate publicity for public figures. So when I say public figures, I mean anyone under the entertainment market, fashion designers, models, bloggers, rappers, singers, anything under painters, which is my client on stage right now, painters, anything pretty much you can think of that's appropriate under the entertainment market. And we also handle nonprofits and small businesses as well.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Deanna Virginia Ross, and I go by Da Vinci Rose. My brand is called Da Vinci Daily, and it's also the name of my blog. My areas of expertise are music, fashion, beauty, and entertainment business. And my main goal is to empower people, but mostly women, by using and creating platforms and that will show my work ethic, that will show my talents, my skills, my passions as I make my mark on the world.
Hello everyone, my name is Tyler Jackson. I am the CEO and founder of A Cup of Tea. It stands as a dual brand. I have a radio show and also a public relations brand. I'm also the partner of UManagement LLC. I am graduating from Bowie State this semester, hallelujah. My brand, A Cup of Tea, focuses on supporting the up and coming of the entertainment industry and also entrepreneurs and nonprofit organizations. I've worked with plenty of clients, providing them social media promotion, web design, creating documents and flyers for their brand, and that's just me in a nutshell.
Hi everyone, my name is Tula Alfredo. I am the CEO, founder, and host for Tula Talks Entertainment LLC. My purpose is to bring back the balance in media by producing video episodes and content that entertain and inspire. The reason why I decided to do that is because I felt like today's media is just so filled with just one-directional things. Especially people our age, our youth, our babies, like little cousins and sisters and things. They're focused too much on reality shows, trying to keep up with the Kardashians and not their grades and not seeing the importance of math and just politics, just different things in general. So I really want to bring back that balance make people aware of certain things that they should be aware of, and also do different community-based events to kind of just get out there and be, that change that you ultimately want to see.
Thank you, ladies. So I guess we can actually start with questions if you all have any, as far as if you have a brand and you're trying to expand it, we can definitely give tips, give some insight. If you want to start a brand, we can definitely do that. If you just want to know really how we feel about entrepreneurship and the struggles of being women in business, we can definitely talk about that as well. So I'll pass it the mic and we can just go around that way, okay?
Start with anyone that has any questions. No, you guys. Okay. Well, I have. Okay. No,
Go ahead, ask your question.
Well, I was just gonna ask. I know that all of you guys have either graduated or who's getting ready to graduate. So when did you decide to start your company? Like, when did you feel comfortable starting?
I'll say it. So I actually got started. A few years ago after I competed in the Miss Maryland USA pageant. I originally had sheismore.com, which was my brand, and I made the website to kind of be my online resume so people could help donate money so I could pay for the pageant. So I didn't win. I got third runner-up. I'm 94 girls, not so shabby. But I was like, okay, well, I didn't win, but I have this web domain. So let's do something with it, okay? So I had an idea, and man, it was many trials and error, and it was just not what I originally envisioned it. But I kept going, and a few years later, I came up with Tula Talks, and I was like, okay, this is what I want to talk about, and it just kind of organically took off then, and I mean, it was to the point I really wanted to be like, okay, I want my logo, I want the name, I want it all right now, but I couldn't figure out like what it was. Like, it took a year for everything to really kind of come together and get those pieces together. So I would definitely say, like, if you have an idea, just start it. Even if you don't have all the pieces, just start, and then it may work, it may not work, but if it doesn't work, that doesn't mean you failed. You tried, and just keep going. I mean, even today I had a light that was supposed to shine to make us brighter up here, and it's not working, but hey, we gotta keep going.
Any other panelists?
Okay, Karen, I know. Okay, the name UManagement came to me my sophomore year at Bowie State University in my sports management class. My teacher was just going on and on about success and how, if you want to do something, it has to be with you. And I'm like, it just rang, the you. So anything that's driving or anything that's happening is because of something. So it's always a you behind it, if you think about it. When you look in the mirror, who are you looking at? You. So, it's a great way to think about it. When did I actually decide that it was going to be a company? Like July 10th. And when did the company start? July 20th. Because I wasn't letting grass grow under my feet. You're gonna have an idea, and how long are you gonna let it sit before you actually do something with it? If you just let it sit, it's never gonna happen. You have to have an action plan. You have to do something. So I guess the best thing that I can say, if you have a brand, or if you're, want to do your own thing, if you have that idea, act on it. Don't let it sit for too long. If it sits for too long, it may never happen. So UManagement is where it is today because of me not letting grass grow under my feet.
Phyllis Girls Incorporated. So I attended Bowie State University, and I served as Miss Bowie State University. And before I became Miss Bowie State University, we had to create a platform. We had to think of things that we wanted to instill on campus and in the community. And so, in preparation for that, I tried to think of, what do I want to become, and what am I not? And as I thought about words, fearless came to mind. That is something that I felt that I was not. That is something that I wanted to manifest. And the good word says to guard your tongue because the things that you speak will manifest. And so when I thought of fearless, I thought, that's what I want to be. That's what I want to bring out about myself. That's what I want the woman on campus to be. That's what I want the community to be. Because once you are fearless, there's nothing that you cannot attain. There's nothing that you can accomplish. So with that being said, that became my platform, and it wasn't until I graduated that it was still in my heart to do service. I've always wanted to do service, and you know, I have a story to tell and to instill my story to other young women in the community. And as you see on the panel, I mean, we are filled with our own stories, and we have so much that we can invest in the community if we collab and come together. And so because I had that vision, you know, I got with people that I knew could help to build the brand, and we created a platform and a vision, and that's how the nonprofit came to be.
So a cup of tea started out as just a nickname for me. My dad always calls me a little teacup. So when I got to the university level of education, I just, you know, kind of started a new life and was like, you know what, I'm not telling people my name is Tyler because I'm tired of being called Taylor. So I just was like, my name is T. And as funny as that sounds, like it still gets messed up today. It's Tia, Tay, I don't know. But so it started out as that, and then I met with Eddie Kane. He's a media mogul, DJ. He does it all, but he supports independent artists in the local area and also now worldwide in like 300 countries. And I was interning with him since like 10th grade. And I just kind of went to a showcase because I thought I was going to be a singer at one point in my life. I've been through a lot of stages. And so I went to a showcase with one of the artists that I was going to do a song with, and I met him. And I was just like, you know, this is something I'm really interested in because honestly, I really wanted to be a personal assistant. That's where I really wanted to be. I don't like being a CEO, and I know y'all are like, what? But I don't. I like having somebody above me telling me how to do it, you know what I mean? To step out there, that was stepping out of my comfort zone to actually organize and manage myself. That was hard to do. So he asked me to actually join his hosting side as a co-host. And I was like, wait, you want me to go on internet radio with 300 countries tuned in? It's like 7,000 people tune in every week. And you want me on there, me, little me? What am I talking about? So I started doing entertainment news. So I was like, that's the tea. I'm spilling the tea. So that's where that came from. So then I said, what is my brand going to be? Because he wanted to brand me and help me and mentor me. And so I said, a cup of tea, spilling it while it's hot. That's me. So, you know, I always keep up with the independent talent and what they're doing and how they're going about it and how we can help them. So I use my degree along with that to help them with the PR side. Like Milan said, we don't manage, we brand them. We help them on the other side of that. Your manager does this part, and then on over here, I'll take care of them. So that's where that came from. And then after that, I left Eddie Kane and went and got my own brand. So now I'm at WBGR Radio where I have my own online platform, and I'm building my brand even today, trying to focus on social media promotion, web design for these clients that I had with Eddie Kane and also myself. So, you know, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're an independent artist, model, photographer, any of those things, painter, don't forget the painter, and anything like that, I support you. If you're doing it on your own, I support you because entrepreneurship is what makes the world go round.
Thank you so much. Any other parents? Last question,
Okay, so I was actually thinking about this early last night, this morning, and I come from an education background, so I've worked in the DCPS public charter school system for 4 years, and that was really the basis of the creation of I Am, working with what we call inner city youth, and especially the young girls who, you know, have a drive and a desire to be great, but that's different. So instead of being different, they conform to their surroundings. So I've worked with a lot of young girls who struggle with their self-esteem and struggle with family issues and struggle with learning issues as well, but because of their circumstances,
And I remember at my last apartment that I was living in, I had a closet. It was a giant walk-in closet, and I put my computer in there, and that was my office. So I decided I was going to start a program for these young girls at the school, and I was going to call it I Am. Not the I Am that exists today, but just I Am. I had a mission, I had a purpose, and I presented it to the principal, and it turned into a different type of program. It was an after-school program, but it was still I Am. And that was about 5 years ago. And I literally just had that thought, like I said, early this morning. So again, to piggyback off with what all the young ladies are saying, if you have a vision and you have a thought and you have something that you think you want to create, definitely go for it and work towards it. It is a lot of work, and it does get hard. And it's even uncomfortable a little bit to say that, but hard work pays off, and you have to do the work if you want to be in entrepreneurship, especially if you are going to be the one that's building the brand and building the business, and those are two totally separate things. Church.
All right, so we're going to move on to anyone else that has their questions.
Hi ladies, Sarah. So we all understand the struggles and the hardships associated with being a Black woman, and especially in the business industry. So my question to you is basically two things. What are the hardships that you really came across in trying to build up your businesses? And then what were the perks of being a Black woman? What did you find to be inspiring in your Blackhood that helped build your business and your brand?
Thank you. You guys can start with you.
So, and Tula talked about this. The hardest thing for me was to figure out what the heck am I doing? Like, what am I presenting? What am I offering? I can do so many things. I'm an artist. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a poet. I design jewelry. Visit the table in the back. I do so many things. I work with children, and it was really hard for me to pinpoint what it is that I'm going to do, what the mission is, what the vision is, to actually sit down and write all those things out, to pinpoint. But again, you just have to keep going and keep going and keep going. The benefits of being a Black woman in entrepreneurship, I feel it's just a benefit to be a Black woman. So it's helping other Black women, honestly, and being in a room full of Black women like you all, and being encouraged and working with you all, honestly, yes.
Hardships. To piggyback, it's like to choose what you want to do, because I also do a lot of things also. I actually don't think you have to choose. I just built my brand around it. You have to, it'll come eventually. Another hardship is money, let's be real. I'm trying to start a YouTube channel. It costs thousands of dollars, literally. So that's the hardships. Benefits, just sticking together as Black women is kind of saying what she said, but just surrounding yourself by the right people and connecting with those people. And I wouldn't be here if I didn't have, you know, a great friend to get me here, and who is a Black woman, and she is amazing. So just sticking together, yeah.
Money.
I'll be the last one to answer that question. To be real and to be completely honest, a hardship is when you face men. It's men. It's really men. You know, I go to several events. You know, when I shake a man's hand, the first thing I hear, and I honestly hate, oh my God, your handshake is so strong. You're so little. Yes, because I'm a strong Black woman that has a purpose. And that really bothers me. Like, it really gets under my skin. And I know we encounter that a lot. Oh, you're so pretty to be brown skin, or you're so, you know, to be so light skinned, you're so cute. You know, it's like different things that you hear, and it's no, that's no. I'm cute because
God made me this way. I'm just beautiful. I'm cute because I'm intelligent. I'm cute because these heels that I have on, I walk around them with my feet hurt and you don't know it. So I'm cute because of that. Not cute because of my skin color. I'm not cute because of how my body is shaped. I'm not cute because of what I wear. So that's the hardship that I keep facing, and it hasn't discouraged me. It just makes me shake your hand stronger and show that this woman right here with this business is just a little bit stronger and a little bit more powerful than you. And men get intimidated by that, but that's okay. Because if a man is intimidated by you and can't stand by you, he does not need to be with you. And I'm not here to preach about relationships, but it's a business thing. You know, like that's how it is in business. Men don't want to work with women for that reason. As well as the panelists said, money is a hardship as well, but your brain is your investment. Before you make some, you spend some. If I told you what the management account looked like today, I'd be like, how are we sitting here right now? But that's because this matters to me. And because I know later that repayment is gonna come back because I'm giving you all something, we're giving you something. So it's okay not to have money. You're gonna look sometimes like, I'm gonna get this, but it's gonna be a way. You just gotta, really look at all your options. The benefit of being an entrepreneur and being a woman in business is that we move a lot quicker. I don't know if y'all realize that. We move a lot quicker than men. And not to downplay a man, because men have their strong suits too, but we move a lot quicker. We're creative. We tolerate a lot. We have patience. Some of us, low patience, but we have patience that you may think that you didn't have, but you find that in struggling times. So, that's the benefit of being a woman in business. You have something that people think that you lack that's inside that we hide. So we have that mysteriousness about us that when it comes out, it's here.
Yes, thank you, boss lady. Thank you guys so much. Back to you. Just say your name and then ask a question.
Good morning, my name is Courtney Cox. So my question for you guys is, we focus on the past, we focus on the present. 5 to 10 years from now, what is you guys' goals? So that's one of my questions today is, like, what is the goals for 5 to 10 years from now?
Okay, so my goals actually keep changing, but today, one of my goals is to turn Tool Talks Entertainment into a full-blown production company. So you know how Oprah has her show, but she also has her production company? That's one of my goals, and the reason why that is because I'm finding it's a huge struggle trying to, like she said, if you don't have money, trying to find people to do what it is you want to get done or to bring your vision to light. And sometimes I don't know what to tell them because I have to see it. I'm a very hands-on person. So I just figured, well, what the heck? I might as well just teach myself more editing stuff, buy my own equipment and just do it my way so that way I don't have to fuss with anyone if they don't do it right or do what I ask them to do. I can just control it, and I can also provide that service to help the next person want to come up or who wants to also follow that path. Hey, I've been there, I'm here, use me. That's my 5 to 10 year goal today. It'll probably add on a little more tomorrow, but yeah.
My 5 to 10 year goal is to be in Los Angeles, California. Just living my dream, just inspiring people, as I said before. I'm a creator. I love music, makeup, fashion, anything dealing with that. I'm more so behind the scenes in the entertainment industry. I can sing and all of that, but I'd rather be more hands-on, as she said. Yeah, I just want my own cosmetics company that's coming very soon. So yeah, that's gonna be booming in 5 to 10 years.
Well, my 5 to 10 year plan for my corporation, Girls Incorporated, is to just expand. There's such a need for empowerment with girls and women amongst ourselves. And so in 5 to 10 years, my goal is to expand from Maryland and DC area in different states and to just build and grow the brand, because I think that Black women, empowering Black women is something that is extremely important, and is something that is underrated. It's something that we don't see enough. And we may see it in movies, we may see it on the screen, but do we see it in real life? And it's such a necessity for us to, have self-esteem and confidence, and yeah, so that's what I see my brand in gratitude.
This is so weird, but I have questions. What are 5 tips? No, let's keep it short. What are 3 tips that you would give regarding entrepreneurship?
So my 3 tips, based off my experience, would be: don't lose yourself, because that's very, very easy to do in this industry, or whatever industry you may want to go into. Business itself will make you lose yourself. So don't lose yourself. Like you said, your brand is always forever changing, but don't lose yourself. You know, you're going to expand, you're going to do all of that, but don't lose yourself. Number 2, dang, I just lost my thought. What was I trying to say? Look, I'm asking her like she's my friend. Number 2, it's okay to fail. Like, things happen, so just shake it off, figure out another plan. Like, it's never gonna end with plan A. Don't just have plan A. You need to have plan AA through double Z. Matter of fact, triple A through triple Z. You never know what's gonna happen. So that goes along with don't lose yourself. Don't lose your mind either. And number 3, just stay humble. Don't think, oh, I got 15 clients, so I'm doing it big. No, you can lose all 15 of them tomorrow. You can lose all of that. So I guess losing is basically 1 through 3, but yeah, don't lose yourself. Make sure that you just stay humble and just, yeah, make me proud. Make me proud.
I would say 3 tips I would definitely give. The first one is make sure you have a positive, vibrant attitude, because your attitude definitely determines your latitude. At the end of the day, you can have an awesome resume, you know, on paper be booming, but if your attitude sucks or you're rubbing people the wrong way, guess what? You are not going to get invited to places. People are not going to want to work with you. So, I mean, treat people ultimately how you want to get treated. And even if they are rude or nasty towards you, which, trust me, is going to happen. You're going to get hate when you get successful. It's going to happen. Just brace yourself for it. But like she said, stay true to who you are. Stay true to what it is that your purpose is, and keep it moving. The second point I would say is don't compare yourself to other people. Don't compare your brand to other people. Don't try to keep up with the Joneses, because when you do that, it is definitely easy to lose yourself and to lose your purpose with your brand. So really stay true to your core. If you gotta write it down, look at it every day to remind yourself, I'm here to do this, I'm not gonna do that, I'm going to do this. And I would just say the third tip I would honestly give is just make your plan. Write out what your vision is. Decree and declare it. If you know you want to be XYZ in 3 years or 3 months, make those steps, because at the end of the day, it's not just going to happen, you know, overnight, fall out the air. You got to put in that work. Decree and declare what it is you want, write it down, look at it, make it happen.
I don't know why I keep having a hard time with this mic. We're gonna stop questions at 10:40. I just want to do that before I say my tips. My first tip is do not be the entrepreneur that no one wants to work with. And that means, like we all said, be humble. Don't get the big head. Don't act like you can, don't turn down anyone who really is in, big need of help. I've helped clients and have not charged them, honestly, because at the end of the day, people just don't have it sometimes. And like I said, told up on my bank account, it ain't looking like much, so, but you have to definitely don't be that entrepreneur. Don't walk around like you wear a size 2 shoe when you wear a size 8. You get it? Don't be small-minded. You have to look at the bigger picture, is what I'm saying. Network. Your network is your network. You always get that confusion. That is so funny. Your network is your network. There you go. See, that's my opinions up here. Yes, you have to network. Get out. We're networking today. Use it. Don't ever lose these connections. You never know when you may need a makeup artist, or you may want to be a mentor, or you need a motivational speaker, or you want some tea to spill, or you want to be on Tula Talk, so you need a publicist, or you need a cake baker, you need a painter, or you need to boss up a cake, or you need your hair cut, or you need some jewelry, You never, and you see how I did that? Because I networked, I remember it. And when you network, remember, don't walk away like, what was that person's name? And then, because when you go back and like, hey, your name was what again? It's like, why are we talking now? It's discouraging because you felt like you didn't, it makes another person feel like they didn't sell themselves. So try to remember, and before you end the conversation, and I'm sorry, what was your name again? And get that before you leave. Get a business card, have business cards. Business cards. If you don't have one, get them today. Whether you have a business or not, and me and my line sister were talking about that. She doesn't have a business, but she's a social work major at Howard University, and she's graduating this May. Shout out to Unique. She has that business, get a business card just to say, hey, this is what I'm doing. I go to Howard right now. But you're going to remember that whether she has a brand or not. You may need a social worker one day. You never know. A PR tip that I'm going to give you for branding and just if you want to get your followers up. Geotag. The geotag is the location. So if you were doing it right now, it would be, add location, Busboys and Poets, 50K. So then people look for Busboys and Poets, they click on that, your picture will be there. Your hashtags, like I said, hashtag entrepreneurship. People click on hashtags every day. If you look when you're typing in one, it shows how many times that hashtag was used. I'm not sure how many people have that update, but it shows it. And captions. Use captions that are engaging. People don't read really long ones, and though we post them sometimes to get the information out there. If you can limit it, limit it. And then one last one, I know it's more than 3, but the last one, when you're sending emails out, your emails are supposed to be under 50 characters as far as the subject line. And I tell my interns that all the time. In the subject line, it has to be capturing and under 50 characters. If it's over 50 characters, nobody's looking at it, nobody cares.
Okay, so my 3 are short. 1, be confident in yourself, because if you're not confident, nobody's going to be confident in you. Number 2, remain professional, regardless of anything. Yeah. For me, the 3rd one, don't respond to negativity, because you're just giving in to something that's just not worth your energy.
Okay. I'll make mine quick. So I have do your research. You have to know your market, and I find what helps to benefit a business is knowing what is the need, what is the purpose, what is the need of your business or of your nonprofit. And it's always a need. You look around the community, you look around the world, there's always a need of something, but you have to have that mindset of this is the need, this is my service, this is my purpose. So just do your research and knowing exactly, the market that you want to go into. Be selective with your team. Business is business, and you have to be selective with your team in order to prosper as a business. Friends are friends, family are family, but everyone cannot do business ventures with you. When it comes to your brand and it comes to your name, that's your brand, that's your name. I am. That's why I love I am, because I am, that is who you are. And if your brand and if your name is not executed how you want, because your team is not uplifting, because your team is not positive, because your team is not on time, because they're not doing the things that they need to do, then your brand's going to suffer. And as a boss, as a CEO, as a founder, as a director, it is your responsibility to hold yourself and your business accountable. So that's very important to be selective, and it's no harm done, it's no hurt feelings, but it is what it is. Business is business. And just to do it, execute. I get asked a lot of times, like, how did you do it? Like, what was your plan? And honestly, when I first got started, I just did it. I had it in my heart, it was on my heart, and I'm sure all of the panelists can attest, we did not have it all planned out. I did not have it all figured out. I'm still learning to this day. So just do it. Just know that, God placed it on your heart that you are able to execute it. And I know myself, and I'm sure all the panelists, we're here to advise, and I'm sure we can gain so much from you all. And I'm so impressed by the things that you all have said and shared as we network. So, it takes a village. It really does. And not just for a child, but for a business as well. Sorry for rambling.
You can't do everything on your solo. I just recently discovered that. I've been doing everything: branding, marketing, photos, emails, showing up, taking pictures, being here, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, my website, can't do it all by yourself. It doesn't work out. You get stretched in too many different areas, and I'm also not a master of all those things. Like EJ was saying, you get connected with those business people, you connect with people that are masters in their area and let them master your brand and your business. 2, legitimize your brand or business. I'm currently doing that. LLC, corporation, incorporated, nonprofit, whatever it is, be legitimate so you can go to corporations, you can go to schools, you can go to businesses, you can call sponsors and say, hey, yes, I am a nonprofit, I am this, I am that. I've been turned down several times for the only fact that I was not a nonprofit. I did not have a 501c3. And lastly, do what makes you happy. Like, stay happy. Someone said, don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself. Be happy. Have fun in your brand. Have fun in your business. Have people around you that keep you uplifted and keep your spirits in a good place.
Thank you so much. You guys give them all a round of applause. I hope you guys got as much information as I did mentally. I'm standing up here. It's okay. So we're going to move on to the next round, the last and final activity for this morning. It's going to be called Thinking Like a Boss. So how can